The lie you keep telling yourself: I'll start when the timing feels right. Maybe next month when things calm down. Once I'm ready, I'll go all in. These are the lies we all tell ourselves, nice, convenient lies wrapped in excuses. You're not waiting for the right time. You're just avoiding the hard truth. You're not doing the work, and deep down you know it. We use the idea of timing like a warm blanket. It comforts us. It gives us permission to stay still. It tells us that not starting is okay, because eventually we'll feel ready. But you won't. You never will. Because there is no perfect moment. There's no magical window where everything lines up, the fear disappears, and you suddenly feel capable. You become capable by starting. You grow while doing. You improve through action, not waiting. Let's get brutally honest. You already have what you need to begin. You've got a phone. You've got time you're wasting. You've got energy that's going to Netflix and scrolling. You've got dreams that are collecting dust because you're too afraid to suck at something new. And that fear? That's not timing. That's avoidance. You don't lack motivation, you lack movement. Motivation fades. Fear lingers. But action kills both. Start with one uncomfortable step. One message. One workout. One phone call. One project. One day of silence with your grind, instead of your excuses. Because someday isn't a real day on the calendar. And the longer you wait, the more regret builds up behind your back. The right time won't show up. You have to show up. No one's gonna text you saying, hey, now's the time to go change your life. You don't need permission. You need pressure. Pressure creates diamonds. Waiting creates rust. This is your wake-up call. Not tomorrow. Not next week. Right now. This speech isn't here to make you feel good. It's here to make you move. The myth of being ready. How many dreams have died because someone was waiting to be ready? How many ideas stayed in notebooks, plans stayed in the head, and visions faded because the person behind them was scared to take the first step? Let's break this illusion right now. You will never feel fully ready. Readiness is not a feeling, it's a result of repetition. You don't become confident and then take action. You take action, mess up, adapt, show up again, and that's how you become confident. Stop believing the myth. You think successful people started because they felt ready? You think entrepreneurs had all the answers before launching? You think athletes felt prepared every time they stepped in the arena? Hell no. They started scared. They started unsure. They started when they had no followers, no funds, no guarantee of success. But they started. Here's the truth. You're afraid of being seen starting small. You're afraid of looking like a beginner. You're afraid of people watching you fail. But you know what's worse? Never starting at all. That's the real failure, the silent kind. The kind that nobody talks about because there's nothing to talk about. No risk, no attempt, no story. Just quiet regret. You have to get dirty before you get polished. Your first video will suck. Your first sales call might crash. Your first draft will be garbage. Your first day in the gym might hurt like hell. But that's how it's supposed to be. You don't start perfect. You start progressing. Progress is ugly at first, but beautiful over time. Every master was once a disaster. The best speakers stuttered. The best creators posted with 0 likes. The best leaders made mistakes publicly. The best fighters got knocked out early. You don't grow by preparing forever. You grow by doing something you're unprepared for and surviving it. So today, stop searching for readiness. Start searching for resistance. Because resistance means growth is hiding on the other side. You won't feel ready. Start anyway. You'll thank yourself later. When life slows down is the biggest lie you believe. Let's talk about a lie that sounds responsible, even mature. It's the one that makes you feel smart while it secretly steals your future. I'll start when things slow down. You tell yourself you're not avoiding work. You're just waiting for the chaos to settle. You've got a lot going on, right? Family, job, bills, responsibilities, stress. So you say, I'll wait until life calms down. But here's the punch in the mouth. Life isn't going to slow down. You have to speed up. You think life gets easier? It doesn't. It gets faster, louder, heavier, more problems, more distractions, more chaos. And if you're not building the habits now, you're not going to magically start when life hits you harder. In fact, the longer you wait, the more you train your brain to delay discipline. You're conditioning yourself to run every time it gets hard. Hard season? Perfect. Now's the time to build. Because if you can stay consistent in the chaos, you'll dominate in peace. Waiting for life to calm down is like saying, I'll learn to swim once the storm stops. No, you learn during the storm so the next one doesn't drown you. I'm too busy right now equals I'm not making time for what matters. This isn't the right season equals I'm avoiding discomfort. I've got too much on my plate equals I'm choosing comfort over growth. Let's be real. If you had time for Netflix, scrolling, and complaining, you had time to take action. You just didn't. Because action is uncomfortable. Action exposes weakness. Action requires sacrifice. But guess what? Comfort never built anything legendary. You're waiting for permission. You're hoping life gives you a little window, a gap where it says, okay, you can go now. It's safe. But no one's giving you that green light, because you're supposed to build even when the light is red. That's what leaders do. That's what winners do. They don't wait for the world to make it easy. They create their own rhythm in the middle of chaos. You're not too busy, you're just not serious yet. Start while it's messy. Start while you're tired. Start while it's imperfect, because if you can build in the storm, you'll own the calm. The illusion of someday, your greatest enemy. Let's talk about the most dangerous word in your vocabulary. Someday. It sounds harmless. It even sounds hopeful. Someday I'll start that business. Someday I'll get in shape. Someday I'll chase that dream. But someday is the biggest lie you've ever believed. Why? Because someday isn't on the calendar. You'll never get a notification saying, hey, today is the someday you were waiting for. It's a fantasy, a soft place to park your goals while you avoid the hard work. Time is not your friend, it's your silent killer. Every minute you wait is a minute you don't get back. Every day you delay is a day your competitors get better. Every week you waste is a week your dream gets colder. And here's the harsh truth. Most people don't run out of talent. They run out of time. They waited too long. They overthought. They planned too much and executed too little. And then life took over and someday never came. You think you have time. You don't. You think you'll get another shot. You won't. You think your body will bounce back later. It won't. You think your dream will wait for you. It won't. Time doesn't pause for potential. It rewards action. Procrastination isn't laziness, it's arrogance. It's believing you'll always have another chance. It's assuming tomorrow is guaranteed. It's thinking you can delay greatness without consequence. But here's the truth. You don't have forever. You barely have now. Urgency is your best friend. If you're not treating your dream like it's on fire, you're not serious yet. Because if your house was burning, you wouldn't scroll. You wouldn't nap. You wouldn't say, I'll deal with it next week. You'd move. So why doesn't your life's purpose feel like that? Why doesn't your future freedom feel like an emergency? Why are you moving slow when your window is closing? Your time is now, not next month, not next year, not when the kids are older or the bills are smaller or you feel inspired. Right now. Because someday is where dreams go to die. Kill the excuses. Own everything. Let's stop sugarcoating it. You're not stuck because life's unfair. You're not behind because people held you back. You're not broke, tired, lost, or unmotivated because of the world. You're where you are because of your choices. Read that again. Excuses are elegant lies. They sound smart. They sound justified. They give you something to blame that isn't you. I don't have the right equipment. I wasn't raised with those advantages. I don't have enough time. I'm too tired after work. My mental health isn't perfect yet. I'll start when I get more support. Stop. Just stop. Because every excuse you make is permission to stay average. And the truth is, no one cares. Not the market, not the competition, not the world. You either produce results or you don't. No one's coming to save you. Not your boss, not your parents, not your friends, not the economy, not your partner, and definitely not motivation. This is on you. You don't need another pep talk, you need personal responsibility. Take ruthless ownership. Own the fact that you could have done more. You've wasted time. You've allowed comfort to win. You've built habits that keep you stuck. And you know what? That's okay as long as you stop right here and change. Responsibility isn't guilt, it's power. Because once you accept that your life is your fault, you also realize your life is your fix. You built the cage, now build the key. Every excuse, every delay, every escape, it was a brick in the wall. But guess what? You can tear it down the same way. One choice. One discipline. One honest conversation with yourself. One relentless action repeated daily. The wall that trapped you, you made it. And that means you can destroy it. The shift starts here. Stop saying, I can't. Start asking, how can I? Stop saying, it's not fair. Start asking, what can I do today to change it? Stop saying, I'm stuck. Start saying, I'm responsible, and I'm coming back. This is your comeback story, not your comfort zone. And every excuse you destroy is a step closer to the life you were meant to live. Start small, win big. Here's a truth nobody tells you. You don't need $1 million plan to change your life. You don't need 10 steps ahead. You just need one move forward. The biggest myth in success? That the people who win always had the perfect strategy? No, they had momentum. Momentum motivation. Motivation is emotional. It comes and goes. But momentum? Momentum is a force, a rhythm that grows stronger every time you take action. One step turns into two. Two steps turn into belief. Belief turns into identity. Identity turns into unstoppable. And it all starts with something small. Small wins stack up into big victories. Want to write a book? Write 100 words today. Want to lose weight? Start with a walk, not a marathon. Want to launch a business? Build the first ugly version now. Want to become disciplined? Wake up 30 minutes earlier just once. The win isn't how much you do. The win is that you did something. Because doing something proves to your brain, I don't wait, I move. Progress isn't sexy, it's repetitive. You don't need a viral moment. You don't need overnight success. You need quiet, boring, relentless consistency. That's what wins. Doing it when no one's watching. Showing up even when you're tired. Taking action even when you're not inspired. Repeating it even when results are invisible. Progress isn't fast, it's faithful. People don't fail because they're weak. They fail because they stop. They quit because they can't see results fast enough. But you're going to do what they didn't. Trust the compound effect. Because the work you do today, it doesn't always pay you right now, but it builds a version of you that's too powerful to lose in the long run. Stop waiting for a massive breakthrough. Start creating small wins every day. Stack them, protect them, multiply them. One representative, one decision, 1 hour, one promise kept. You don't need to go viral, you need to go daily. Discipline over emotion. Feelings don't build futures. Let's make something clear. If you only work when you feel like it, you'll never build anything great. Because the path to success isn't powered by feelings, it's powered by discipline. Your feelings are liars. They'll tell you to sleep in when you should be rising. They'll whisper, skip today, when today matters most. They'll convince you to wait, rest, relax, while your goals drift away. And if you let feelings lead, here's what happens. You become a slave to your mood. Productive when it's easy, lazy when it's hard. On fire one day, ice cold the next. That's how most people live emotional prisoners, and that's why they stay stuck. Discipline is the cure. Discipline doesn't care if you're tired. It doesn't ask if you're inspired. It doesn't need motivation or a perfect mood. Discipline says, we show up no matter what. That's what builds champions. Not hype videos. Habits, systems, standards. Do it tired. Do it scared. Do it without applause. Do it when you'd rather quit. Do it when no one believes in you yet. Because every time you keep a promise to yourself, especially when it's hard, you're reprogramming your identity. You're becoming someone different, someone dangerous, someone disciplined. Build systems, not spurts. Anyone can go hard for a day, but winners go hard every day. They create rituals, morning routines, blocked work sessions, phone off during deep focus, daily exercise even for 20 minutes. Zero compromise, non-negotiables. Because habit's greater than hype. Success doesn't come from what you do once. It comes from what you do without fail. Your dream doesn't care about excuses, only execution. Let's settle something once and for all. Your dream doesn't care what's going on in your life. It doesn't care if you're tired. It doesn't care if your boss is toxic, your bills are piling up, or your friends don't support you. It only responds to one thing: execution. You want results? Do the work, no matter what. Not when you feel right. Not when things are easier. Not when your schedule clears. Not when the world cheers for you. Now. Because life is testing you right now. It's watching if you'll fold under pressure or execute despite it. Nobody cares about the story, just the scoreboard. You can talk about your struggles all day. You can explain why things are tough. You can tell your friends, your audience, even yourself why it's hard to focus, hard to stay consistent, hard to win. But in the end, results speak louder than reasons. You either did it or you didn't. You either showed up or you ghosted your own goal. You either built it, or you blamed life for not building it for you. Excuses are invisible to the scoreboard. Only action counts. Kill the need to explain yourself. You don't owe anyone an explanation, especially not for chasing excellence. You're not here to convince people you're serious. You're here to prove it through action. Let them doubt you. Let them talk. Let them underestimate you. Just make sure while they talk you build. Execution is your loudest reply. Show up when you're broken. Execute when you're overwhelmed. Grind when no one is clapping. Win silently until the world can't ignore you. The dream doesn't wait. Neither should you. Build a savage mindset, mental strength over everything. Let's be clear. It's not the smartest, the most talented, or the most gifted who win. It's the ones who are mentally unbreakable, the ones who refuse to fold, no matter how hard it gets. Talent is optional. Grit is not. You can have average skill and still dominate with insane effort. You can lack resources and still win with relentless belief. You can be ignored, underestimated, counted out, and still rise. If your mind is savage, life is a mental game. Win it or lose it in your head. Most people are beaten before they even begin. They've already lost because their mind is weak. They quit when it's uncomfortable. They slow down when it gets hard. They whine when it gets heavy. But the savage mindset says, I don't care how I feel, I care what I said I'd do. Here's what a savage mindset looks like. You don't negotiate with your excuses. You don't wait for ideal conditions. You push through pain. You do what must be done, especially when you don't want to. Because discipline is doing what's required long after the mood is gone. Stop babying your mind. You're not fragile. You're not soft. You're not too tired. That's a story you keep telling yourself, and it's time to rewrite the script. Your mind needs pressure. It needs resistance. It needs adversity, because that's how mental strength is built. No challenge, no growth. Be the one who doesn't fold. Let people complain. Let them wait for motivation. Let them chase easy. You chase pain. You chase growth. You chase the uncomfortable path, because that's where greatness is hiding. This isn't about motivation anymore. This is about mentality. This is about becoming a machine. Because a strong mind can carry a tired body. It's time to go all in. You've heard the truth. You've faced the lies. You've been called out, pushed hard, broken down, and rebuilt. Now it comes down to one decision. Will you keep waiting, or will you finally go all in? Because the time for thinking is over. The time for talking is over. The time for planning, prepping, and overanalyzing is over. It's time to move. Time to execute. Time to become what you said you'd be. No more, maybe tomorrow. No more, once I feel better. No more, when I get around to it. It's now, or it's never. Because the longer you wait, the harder it gets. The longer you stall, the smaller you feel. And if you keep avoiding the work, you'll eventually avoid your own potential forever. Remember this, the dream belongs to the disciplined. The reward belongs to the relentless. The victory belongs to the consistent. And the future belongs to the bold. Not the comfortable, not the emotional, not the someday crowd. But the ones who said, I don't care what's in my way, I'm showing up anyway. Stop waiting. Start building. Stop overthinking. Start executing. Stop living soft. Start getting savage. Because nobody's going to do it for you. Nobody's coming. Nobody's handing out greatness. And nobody's waiting for you to feel ready. So go now. Go tired. Go scared. Go unprepared. Go when it's hard. Go when it's quiet. Go when no one believes in you. Just go. Because the only thing worse than failing is never knowing what you could have become. The door's been open the whole time. You're not locked out. You're just waiting too long to walk through it. Now's the time. Don't wait another second. Don't waste another breath. Go make it happen. You're not waiting for the right time. You're avoiding the work. And now you know it.